there, huh?
Yep. We just crossed the city limits.
So strange.
What is it?
Streets, signs, they're so familiar to me. More familiar than my own name.
Hey, don't worry so much.
I keep wondering if we're going to run into a police barricade, a welcome party in blue.
Remember, this trip was your idea.
I've got to find out what kind of legacy Kirk Michaels what kind of legacy I left in Monticello.
No, I think we're just going to have to be careful about how we conduct this little investigation.
Emily, I'm not going to run up and down the streets screaming, hey, I'm Kirk Michaels, please recognize me. Sorry.
I think that as long as we keep a low profile, we're going to be safe.
Right. Just don't like the idea of dragging you into this.
I'm here to help you in any way I can. So please, don't forget that.
Emily, you're a very special lady.
Well, I love you. And I'm not going to risk losing my husband a second time.
What's the name of that place we're staying at?
The Hotel Bremen.
Let's see what the guidebook has to say about it. Hotel Bremen, located at 519 Decatur Avenue, located on the periphery of downtown Monticello. Its location provides residential and short-term guests with seclusion and comfort, while only a 20-minute drive from the center of this bustling metropolis. Its handsomely appointed lobby and bar serve as a meeting place for some of the most prominent names in local business and politics.
But Mrs. Hayworth, I'm sure it was just an oversight. As you know, the Bremen prides itself on its room service. Yes, I'll have them sent up immediately. Thank you. Harold, get some buns up to old Lady Hayworth's real fast.
Yes, sir, right away.
Logan, I got here as soon as I can. What's happening?
Well, nothing new. Mother and child still up in 505. I guess Raven's got a dresser in front of the door by now, but aside from that, nothing new.
Oh, I hope she's taking care of Jamie.
She better be. She just damn well better be. I just don't know how I could have been so stupid. You and Steve and Calvin, you worked double shifts to make sure that Raven didn't get her hands on Jamie, and then I let her waltz him out of the hospital just free as a...
Raven just has good timing.
Timing? Stupid. What did I think? There was going to be a truce or something? You're right. I'll settle down. I'll just sit down here.
Logan, didn't you warn Dr. Santos about the possibility?
No. Can't blame the hospital staff for anything that's happened. It's standard operating procedure to release a child into custody of the parent. I didn't leave any other instructions. Don't even think I could have.
She's his legal parent.
And I'm not.
You know what gets me, Logan? If it wasn't love that made her go to all this trouble, what was it?
I don't know. That's been bothering me from the beginning, and the only thing I can come up with is revenge. She wanted revenge. But if that's it, she sure got it.
Is revenge that important to her? You're both separated now. The marriage is over, isn't it?
It is as far as I'm concerned. There's just one issue left to be settled between us, and that's got to be done by a judge. When? Now, when? How long would it take? I want my son back now.
What did I tell you, huh? Just like taking candy from a baby.
Well, I suppose congratulations are in order. Would you care for some milk?
No, that's fine. You know what I think? I think that I should submit this story to one of those national magazines. Devoted mother beats insurmountable odds, regaining custody of the child she adores.
Yes, only you and I will know the truth, darling.
What?
That you simply lucked out.
I made my own luck. I think going to that hospital was sheer inspiration.
Well, I think you should be prepared for the eventuality of Logan coming charging up here to get his son back.
Well, unless my husband is a complete fool. I don't think he's going to try to get Jamie back.
So,
Because if he comes through that door to try to get Jamie, I'm going to slap him with the kidnapping suit so fast, it's going to make his head spin.
Jamie and you, living happily ever after.
That's right. No, unfortunately, I think Logan will try to get Jamie back. But he will stick to the side of law and order.
Well, then you have a very unpleasant court battle awaiting you.
Maybe, but that's not going to happen for months and months.
But don't be surprised if Logan uses his influence as DA to push this case to the top of the list.
Well, he might do that, but it's still going to take a while. He has to establish his paternity before he can even start the case.
Well, he might not fare so well in an action like that. He might charge you with abandonment.
If he does, he has to prove it, doesn't he?
Well, what if April decides to reread the letter you gave her?
That letter. I searched through every drawer to try to find that letter. I think she sleeps with it. Anyway, it really won't matter because by the time Logan gets his case together, Jamie and I will be long gone.
Gone where?
Jamie's actually a very lucky little boy. Not every infant gets a chance to go to London.
You didn't tell me you plan to skip the country.
Don't look so unhappy. It's not going to be for good. I just think that Jamie should meet his grandmother.
I see. Introducing the meal ticket to the meal.
Elliott.
That's true, just the same. I know it. You know that I know it. That's the name of this whole game. You've been trying to get your hands on that money your mother left your son for a long time now.
Elliott, come here. I want to talk to you. Please. Elliott, remember I told you before that you were never supposed to bring this subject up again? Not even to me. It's very important. You see, as far as you're concerned, the only reason that I want my baby back is because I'm his mother, because I love him.
I see.
See, no one really cares about your incorrect assumptions about my motivation.
My lips are sealed.
Thanks. I like them much better that way.
I hope this is the beginning of my reward for being your accomplice.
You have my undying gratitude.
I'm afraid, Raven, that it's not enough. I'm going to want more. Never fear. I have no intention of double-crossing you. I wouldn't dare.
Smart man.
Your determination frightens me, you know that? It really does. It also excites me. I find you incredibly sexy when you're in this mood.
You find me incredibly sexy in any mood.
Especially when you have that little movement of violence in your eyes.
Elliott.
What now?
Don't. We're not alone, you know. There's a baby in the other room.
I'll stop the keel so he can't peek.
Well, it's just that, I would feel very uncomfortable with a baby in the other room.
I'm sure you can manage. Damn.
That's probably Jamie calling to complain already. Hello.
We have to talk.
What do you want?
I'm coming up there right now. I want to see you, Raven, and I'm not leaving this hotel till you do. Now, you're going to have to come out of that room eventually, and when you do, I will be waiting for you, so why don't we do it now?
I'm Jamie's mommy, and he's going to stay right here with me.
All I am concerned about is Jamie's well-being. Now, I give you my word, if you let me come up now, I won't try to take him away from you. Now, think about that for a minute. Think about it. We've got a lot to talk about. You let me come up now, and I promise you, that's all we'll do. Talk.
Okay. I need some time, though. I have to take a shower. How about, 10 minutes? No, wait. Make that 20 minutes.
I'll be there in 15.
Company's coming?
Soon.
Anderson said you wanted a progress report on the crimes on Division Avenue.
I was hoping to be briefed by the team of detectives I'd assigned to those burglaries. Where's Saxon?
She's out. I can tell you anything you need to know.
I gave those crimes top priority. What else is she working on?
It's a personal matter.
On my time?
Look, Chief Logan's having a pretty rough time of it right now. She went over to see if she can help out.
Oh, no. What happened?
Well, despite all of our efforts, Raven has managed to get her hands on the kid.
Logan was going to take Jamie home from the hospital this morning.
Yeah, I know. Somehow or another, Raven got there ahead of him, and now she's got her hands on Jamie.
Oh, he must have hit the ceiling when he heard about that.
Yeah, he was a little more than shaken up about it. That's why Deborah went over to Raven's hotel to meet Logan to see what his next move was going to be.
Look, I know the three of you are in total sympathy with Logan.
Yeah, well, aren't you?
Of course I am. I'm a friend.
Well, good. If you've got any suggestions, we'll be more than willing to listen. Now, about this
My
report.
suggestion is to butt out of it. Mind your own business.
Calvin, Deborah, and I feel like we have a personal stake in this.
And you're entitled, I suppose. But what you're not entitled to do is to take sides in a personal argument when you're on duty. I want you to get on your horn and tell your partner to get her tail back here to headquarters where it belongs.
I thought Logan was a friend of yours.
He is. That's why I hate to say this, but Raven was totally within her legal rights to do what she did.
Whose side are you on anyway?
I'm a cop. I don't take sides.
Why not? Aren't we supposed to know the difference between right and wrong?
Yes, we are. Sometimes it's not easy. I've got an inner conflict on that myself.
Well, it sounds like you've already chosen sides. Now,
sometimes the question of what's right and wrong is a moral one and not a legal one. Now, our business is to uphold the law, to apprehend people who break the law.
Here's your report, Chief. Thanks for the lecture.
Steve, what's eating you? I know it's not just Raven. Come on. What's the matter?
Well, if you really want to know the truth, as of late, you don't seem to be giving me much support.
What are you talking about? When haven't I backed you to the hilt?
Out of all the detectives you have on this force, how come you give an out-of-town assignment to Saxon?
I didn't do that to try to break up any Saxon-Guthrie partnership.
Yeah, well, sending her 2,000 miles away for a period of 3 months isn't going to do it any good.
When I discussed that with her, it was when the Scott case closed. I didn't feel she was herself. I thought getting out of town would do her some good.
She'll be fine right here in Monticello.
I didn't order her to go. She volunteered.
Oh. Well, you gave her a tough case, in a not-so-tough atmosphere. Why didn't you make her an offer she couldn't refuse?
All right, then. You'll be pleased to know that the next time I see her, I've got to tell her she can't go. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Don't thank me. You thank the Tucson PD. They nixed her. They want a man.
Well, I guess when the women libbers hear this, they're not going to be too happy.
No, it's nothing like that. First of all, they need an out-of-towner because they have to set up an undercover operation. Got to be a man because he has to impersonate a hood from the east that they've been expecting to do business with. Deborah just could not pass for a blonde 6'2" bag man named Denny Mercado.
Yeah, I guess not.
But you could.
Well, here we are. The Hotel Bremen.
It's not familiar. Look, why don't I go get the bellhop, have him take care of the luggage and park the car?
No, please. Let me do it, okay?
Yeah, you're right. No sense taking chances. Just stay here out of the way.
I have the sweet rolls from Mrs. Hayworth.
You better get them up there right away.
I don't know. My leg seems to be stiffer than usual.
Oh, it's probably the long car ride. Just sit down and rest.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. Well, guess I better go see about getting us a room.
No, Emily, why don't you see if you can get us a suite instead?
Sweet. Sure. Excuse me.
Ah, yes. May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to check in.
Ah, do you have a reservation?
No, I'm afraid we don't.
Oh, well, I'm not sure I can help you then. You see, we're pretty booked up. There are a lot of conventions in town at the moment.
Well, even a small suite will do.
Let's see, I believe there was a cancellation, but... Oh, no, that's been taken. Ah, room 506 checked out a day ahead of schedule. I suppose you could take that.
But it's just a room. You don't have a suite?
Afraid that's all we have.
You see, my husband isn't feeling very well. He injured his leg a few weeks ago.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
All right, we'll take it. We'll just have to manage.
Okay, fine. Would you just sign this card, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Kirk, is that Mitchell?
Yes, that's right. It's Mitchell. Now, may we go up to her room?
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll have to wait a few moments. However, if you and your husband don't mind waiting here in the lobby for a while, I'll notify you as soon as the room's ready.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait a minute. Now, what are you doing here? You said you were coming alone.
I never said anything of the kind. Deborah's here as a friend.
You told me that you weren't going to come and take Jamie away. Now you bring this cop.
Now, look, don't get upset. I'm just here to talk. That's all I
Well,
said.
I'm sorry, but I've changed my mind. Would you two please leave? You have a lot of nerve.
You talk to me about nerve after what you've done this morning?
I'm not going to talk to you at all until this woman leaves my house.
I didn't come here to cause any more trouble, Raven. Now, if that's what's happening, I'll leave.
No, you won't. Damn it, I want you
Did she
here.
tell you she assaulted me in a restaurant not too long ago?
Oh, I'm sorry, Raven. I know I shouldn't lose my temper just because you provoke me.
I should have pressed charges against you.
All I was hoping to do was smack some sense into you.
Which proves my point about your lack of feminine instinct. Any woman knows that a child should be with his mother.
All right, let's just knock all this off. Please, all of us.
Then why don't
It's
you
not what
just
we're
leave?
here for. Let me... Please, Raven, don't do this.
Jamie is my son, and I want to raise him.
You're not a fool, Raven. You never have been. You know that you don't have the patience or the desire to care for him.
He means everything to me.
Would you just find another way to get back at me? I'll do anything you say.
I have what I want, Logan.
Do you want a quick divorce? I mean, we could get on a plane tomorrow morning for Reno. You want my money? You can have it all, and I mean now. We'll walk down to the bank right now. You want me to jump through hoops? I'll do
But
that.
don't tempt me.
Jamie is the only thing in the world that means anything to me. Please don't take him away from me.
You touch me, you really do, but I'm sorry, the answer is no.
I want to see him.
I'll send you some pictures.
He's just out of the hospital. I want to make sure he's all right.
He's fine, Logan.
I'll see for myself.
No! Don't you dare invade my privacy.
What's all this about?
Well, I knew you were going to come and try something, so I locked the door.
You locked? Well, just how did you manage to do that? The door doesn't lock from this side.
How do you know?
You look at the lock! The latch has to be thrown from the inside, and I'm damn sure Jamie didn't do it.
Well, I didn't want you to see Jamie, okay?
With Elliott Dorn in there with my son?
Even if he is, it's none of your business.
I
Why
won't have him in there with Jamie!
Would You be quiet, you're gonna wake me. Come on.
Keep that door
Come on.
in.
Come on. I think it's time for you to leave.
You're not gonna get away with this, Raven. You're not gonna get away with this. I'm gonna get him back.
I'll see you in court,
You
huh?
bet on it! You just bet on it!
Desk clerk said our room will be ready shortly.
Thanks. I feel like I ought to be wearing dark glasses and holding a newspaper in front of my face.
Look, as long as we're in this corner, no one can see you. Everything's gonna be fine.
Emily, you take such good care of me.
Well, since this hotel is off the beaten path, I think we'll have all the privacy we want.
Yeah. Certainly looks quiet enough.
All I've seen are more mature people. I haven't seen anyone our age.
Well, that's good. Means we won't run into any old acquaintances.
Especially old acquaintances you don't want to run into.
If you hadn't got me out of there when you did, I don't know what would have happened.